Welcome to the Start Your Day Positive podcast. Happy Tuesday. I am Sarah.
I am Len, and we are glad to be here with you in the middle of winter weather in Northeast Ohio. That's okay, whether you're in your car listening or at home because you're off because of the weather. We've got a lot of good stuff for you today on our podcast. Really, really excited. First of all, this is kind of a new study. Could your daily walk or jog make your brain younger? Is there a connection there? There's a new study that's really fascinating, and it will probably get you moving.
And you know what? Most Americans hit their energy low, a little bit of that afternoon slump at 2:06 p.m. And we found out what people would do if they had unlimited energy.
Unlimited energy. That sounds good. All right. This is interesting. McDonald's CEO is predicting the big food trends for 2026. And you're saying, really? How does he know? Well, last year, he predicted all of the food trends, the top 3 trends in 2025 correctly. So we'll hear what he had to say.
Ooh, very interesting. And I have the one grocery swap that is saving families the most money right now. I think that would be helpful for everyone, right?
I think so. Glad you're here with us here in Northeast Ohio. Sarah, this
just
weather.
Staying warm. I know we have listeners all over the country. In fact, our Stump Day winner last week, I think, was from Arizona. So they're probably warm right now. But here in Cleveland, Ohio, where we're at, it is freezing. In fact, most schools are off today, and it is so cold. We were just saying, this has been one of the snowiest, coldest winters in a while. And I forgot to talk to you. Did everyone get that notice on their phone this past weekend? It was Saturday. First of all, I didn't know our phones did this when there was a storm, or this happened to be a snow squall. So here in Northeast Ohio, there were snow squalls happening Saturday afternoon, and our phones started to buzz and go crazy. I was driving down the road. We were on our way to Walmart, not a snowflake in sight, and all of a sudden it comes up and says, imminent danger, imminent danger.
Imminent danger.
Yes, that's what our phone might. I know. Yours didn't say that.
You know what? I have to say that I just kind of brushed it off. I looked at it. I saw snow. I saw storm. So the world could have been ending, and I wouldn't have known because I did not read it.
Well, that was pretty strong wording.
Yeah, imminent danger,
like,
yes.
Well, and my daughter and I are looking at us like, do we pull over? I mean, it doesn't. There's not even a snowflake in sight. What's going on? We looked at each other and we're like, should we still go to Walmart?
Right.
And we're like, yeah, might as well. So, because we weren't that far from Walmart, and it was like, okay, we get here, there's nothing. We're inside Walmart walking around, and all of a sudden we're in the aisle, and a couple ladies are like, did you see it outside? We're like, no, but our phones have been going off, and you hear the phones going off at everyone's looking.
Yes.
And you looked outside, peeked down the aisle, and it's just like a complete whiteout.
Oh, it was wild. So now it came
out of nowhere.
Now you know that the word imminent doesn't mean right now. It means about 5 minutes. That's what imminent means. About 5 minutes.
Imminent means about 5 minutes. So if you're going to Walmart, because it's terrible. I was like, well, if we're going to Walmart, we can hunker down there. Like, I don't know.
That would be a good place to hunker down, wouldn't it? You've got everything from camping gear to all the food you would ever want. That's not a bad.
I was like, well, we'll be safe in Walmart for a while. It might be a little dangerous because we're going to spend more if we have to walk around
based
longer.
on what you just said, next time I get an imminent danger warning, I'm going to Walmart.
But I could not believe that. So hopefully we don't get any of those again anytime soon. But
I know. I think it's a good thing. But my question is, did I turn that on? Is it on my phone automatically? Can I turn it off?
Must be.
Should I turn it off? And who's it come from? Who does it come from?
Well, it probably comes from the same people who do on TV when the weather service.
Oh, TV and radio. The emergency alert system.
Emergency alert system. That has to be who it was from, right?
As a kid when that came on, I thought, what's going on? The world is ending. This is a test of the emergency alert system.
I've never heard it for real.
It's good that it's on your phone, though, because everybody has a phone. Not as many people are listening to the radio or watching television today. So I think it's fantastic.
No, it was great. Yeah. It was great.
Did you turn it on? Did you toggle that on, or is that an automatic, do you think?
No, I didn't even know it was on my phone. I had no idea what was going on. And everybody I've talked to since, they never had their phone do that before either. So we all learned something new. But at least we were all safe.
Right. You were in imminent danger at Walmart.
Well, how about we start today with a positive thought? I saved this one. Let me pull it up again because I was going through and I was like, oh, I love this one. It's it has like a really pretty picture of the mountain and the sunshine. No matter how tall the mountain, it can't block the sun.
Oh, wow. Whoever said that, that's really smart. That's really good.
I love that.
All right, well, let's go with 3 things your friends and family may be talking about today.
Well, what if hitting the gym could actually make your brain younger? A new study found that adults who stuck with a year of moderate to vigorous aerobic exercise like jogging, cycling, or brisk walking ended up with brains that appeared biologically younger on advanced brain scans. Interestingly, the brain boost didn't seem tied to weight loss or blood pressure, suggesting exercise helps the brain in ways scientists are still uncovering. It's some of the strongest evidence yet that regular movement in early and midlife may actually help rewind the brain's clock.
Wow, isn't that good? Because that's doable. That's achievable for everybody. You don't have to have the perfect diet or you don't have to be on this strict exercise regimen. If you are, more power to you, but just moving and getting aerobic exercise.
It makes me want to go take a walk. Maybe not today in the freezing cold, but soon.
Americans hit their daily energy low at exactly 2:06 p.m. This is according to a new personal energy survey of 2,000 people. On average, respondents said they'd need to double their current energy just to keep up with their everyday demands. So they've got a little energy deficit there. When asked what they would do with unlimited energy, the most common answer wasn't work, it wasn't fitness, it was spending more time with friends and family. As for the best day for an energy boost, opinions were split, with Monday leading slightly, followed by Friday, and then Saturday, that's when people wish they had that extra energy boost.
That all makes sense, though. Monday, as you're getting back into the groove, and then Friday and Saturday, you're whipped from the week. So
right. In Saturday, you just want to have energy to have fun.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Well, last year, McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczynski was asked to share his 3 predictions for food trends that would shape 2025. A focus on protein was his top pick, and he successfully projected 3 out of 3. Now he is offering his forecast for 2026, and I guess he should know McDonald's revenue is trending up, and Mickey D's is nearly twice as large as its closest competitor, which I didn't realize. But here are his predictions. This is, again, the McDonald's CEO of what the focus food trends are going to be for 2026.
Hey everybody, Chris K here. It is that time of year. We're going to start making our 2026 predictions. But before I do that, I do have to do a little bit of a victory lap, because this time last year, I was asked for my 2025 predictions, and I did say what was going to be big. It's going to be protein, it was going to be AI, it's going to be sauces. I think I went 3 for 3. That's pretty good. So anyway, here you go. Drum roll for 2026. My predictions, take it to the bank. Number 1, fiber is going to be big. Number 2, sweet and spicy together is going to be a big food trend. And number 3, you're going to see a lot of beverage innovation. Those are my 3 picks. Things to look out for in 2026. I feel confident.
Okay.
I think he's onto something. I'm going to say we read something else recently that said fiber is going to be the new focus, because it's been protein. Now it's going to be fiber. Sweet and sour, that makes sense too.
Yeah, what's that thing that's really popular right now? That honey?
The hot honey.
Honey,
Mike's hot
right?
honey. That's, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And
then beverage innovation. I could see that.
No idea.
I feel like they've innovated a lot.
What that would be. Me too. And McDonald's Coke, I don't know if you have to innovate beyond that.
Because it's so good.
Because it's so good. It's so good. But he has to know, because this past year they came back with chicken strips, protein, right in 2025. They came back with that. And it has like a sweet and sour sauce that you can get with it. So this guy, he's calling it.
So what innovation are they going to do for beverages?
See, that's what I'm trying to think. I don't think it's those carbonated flavored waters. I don't think.
Well, you just don't like those. So you're.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're that big, though. But maybe. I don't know. He would know.
I mean,
it'll be fun to watch.
To me, the coffee drinks are so big.
Yep. You nailed it there. And as far as fiber, what would you add to a Mickey D's menu that would be fiber?
So that's a good question.
Right now, they're okay in the protein category.
You can get apples there, right? You can cut up apples.
Yeah, that's in the kids menu.
That's in the kids menu.
I'm thinking of this fiber. So rank these in terms of how they sound with their names. Okay. Mm-hmm. What about this? The Southwest McBean Bowl. That doesn't sound bad, does it?
That actually could be good.
Yeah. McChia Parfait. McChia. Get those
chia. I would get that.
I know you would. Then whatever it is, it's just called McFiber.
Fiber. I need a little more info than that.
Yeah. What's in the McFiber, right?
What is in the McFiber?
McNoodles.
McNoodles.
McBeans and rice.
McBeans and rice.
So
I like the first one better.
Yeah.
Whatever the one
was.
It's
the Southwest McBean Bowl.
McBean Bowl. You could do something with that.
Okay. Well, look for it. He might be listening to our podcast.
A little faith, a little hope, a little love, and a lot of God. Another breath, another chance, another smile. Positive with Lynn and Sarah.
Well, we are excited to welcome a brand new partner and sponsor to the podcast, Liberty Health Share. Now, when it comes to health insurance, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and many people find themselves paying too much or feeling completely left out. Well, Liberty Health Share offers a proven alternative to traditional health insurance through Christian healthcare sharing.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. And the folks at Liberty Health Share, they really are buttoned up. They have it together, and there are many people that find themselves in that situation where their share of insurance is just too expensive, or you are self-employed. And what do you do in that situation? This is a great thing for a number of reasons. Liberty Health Share is a health care sharing ministry where people of faith come together and you share medical expenses. It's really neat for an affordable monthly contribution. It is affordable. It's designed to care for both your physical health and your spiritual well-being too. And the way it works is simple. When you have a medical need, you present your Liberty Health Share card, and then your provider either bills Liberty directly or sometimes payments required up front. You're reimbursed. It's simple, it's transparent, it's centered on community, and it's centered on like faith. I'm just going to recommend that you call and get more information from Liberty. The website really spells it out too. It's wonderful. Do you need health care? LibertyHealthShare.org, LibertyHealthShare.org. It really could be the answer to what you've been praying for.
Whoa, tick-tock, whoa, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
It is the 20th of January. Let's go back in time and look at this date in history.
Well, it's a big day for presidents because January 20th is the day they are sworn in, just to mention a few.
Yeah, there's some interesting ones here. Every president since Herbert Hoover has added, "So help me God," at the end of their oath. The last president not to swear an oath to God was President Hoover. He just said, "I do," at the end. Now, before you say what's going on with Hoover, it's not that he wasn't religious. Hoover was a Quaker, and many Quakers do not swear oaths because of the words of Jesus in Matthew 5, where he says, "Do not swear oaths at all, but let your yeas be yeas or your yeses be yeses and your noes be noes." And so that's why he just said, "Hey, I do."
And in 1945, FDR was inaugurated for his fourth term as president. That will never happen again. The Constitution now says 2 terms is enough.
Let's go to 1961. John F. Kennedy was inaugurated president, and he uttered those famous words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country."
And in 2021, Kamala Harris was sworn in as the 49th U.S. vice president, the first woman to hold that position.
Okay, and then last year, President Donald Trump was sworn into office, only the second president to serve non-consecutive terms. If you're wondering who the other one was, it was Grover Cleveland.
In Grover Cleveland. He wasn't from Cleveland, though, right?
No, I know. He should have been, right? For sure.
But we've had a couple from Cleveland, so it always throws me when I hear that name. I'm like, no, not him.
Ohio's a big presidential state. I think the biggest presidential state, I think it's Virginia, but I think Ohio's after that.
Oh, okay.
I think I might miss that on Jeopardy. I don't know. That's my final answer.
Just a smile will lighten everything. Start your day with a smile. Positive with Lynn and Sarah.
They're fun, they're real, and they're genuine. And it's almost like they become family. They crack me up.
I love waking up with Len and Sarah every morning, and that just brightens my day and gives me what I need to make it through the day.
Positive with Lynn and Sarah.
Well, grocery prices are still squeezing budgets for many of us, I know. But today I thought I would mention one simple swap that families are making that's actually saving real dollars. And I don't think it sacrifices quality or taste. And that is swapping name brand items for store-bought generic items, or store brand generic items, I should say. This helps more than you think, they say. One of the most effective and widely recommended budgeting things you can do is doing this, and it often saves, get this, 25 to 30% less on identical staples.
That's a fortune.
If you ever, and I started to take and look at the ingredient, and it's like the same things, same ingredients, lower price, and staples add up fast. When you're talking pasta and oats or cereal and frozen produce and all of that kind of stuff, it's very, very comparable. And a lot of these big stores now, if you haven't noticed, are creating their own store brands. For example, I'll use Walmart, because I'm at Walmart a lot, I feel like. And they have the Great Value brand.
Great Value, right. Yep.
And if you look at the ingredients, same stuff. They also just launched it, well, maybe it's been out for a while, I don't know. It's called Better Goods. It's a somewhat newer line of gluten-free and plant-based, and all of the items in the Walmart Better Goods brand are made without artificial flavors or colors.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So Walmart actually announced that it is removing synthetic dyes and about 30 other artificial ingredients across its store brands by 2027. So not long from there. I know a lot of other people are doing that too.
Yeah. Well, like Costco's had their stuff, their generic stuff for years, right? And it's
Kirkland.
Yeah, Kirkland brand is good. It's, you have to stop and think about it. Now, I'm sure I have some of these details wrong, but we have to assume or imagine that these house products or these generic products are made by the people that make the big brands. They have to be, because there's no way, think about it, that Walmart has a factory to make all of those things separate. Right. So they have to be being made by the same people that make the name brand.
Yeah,
they have to be.
Yeah, and they all have it. Like Aldi is another one. The Simply Nature at Aldi is great. They have Live G Free. They have Earth Grown. They even have fish. Their Fremont Fish Market at Aldi, or their fish stuff. And then, whatever of all the other stores are. So, like I said, store brands aren't just cheaper. They're often just as healthy. And it's just the store's private label over on top of them. Now, I didn't used to think this, like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I don't think generic was as widely prevalent, right? Like 30 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, I think now the volume of it's bigger. I still remember getting generic chips and stuff like that, but I think there's more things that are available generically now.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't everywhere.
Yeah.
And the stores didn't have their own labels and things like that, how they do now. So that is a big money saving tip for you. I mean, I'm always going to buy the generic if I can.
Well, ice cream's another example right there, right? I mean, you get the generic ice cream. It's a lot cheaper. I just thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say something about ice cream, though?
Sure.
I just saw a TikTok on this. Tell me if this is true with ice cream. Because you guys have a burned ice cream, right?
Yeah, you can say me specifically. That's
well, I know you've said you have in the past. You know how some ice cream gets freezer burned on top?
Yes.
Or maybe you eat yours too fast and never gets freezer burned.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in a day,
but
Sarah.
They said if when you put your ice cream in the freezer to flip it upside down and have the top down, you won't get freezer burn. Or to wrap the top in foil and then put the lid on. Is that true?
You know what? I can't say. I'll try it. I'll try it.
It looks like it's not going to hurt to try.
No, I can't think of why that would be a negative. So I think I'll try that. Yeah, I'll try that.
Well, there you go. Everybody, there's your little
I'll turn it upside
tip.
down. Putting foil on it's too much work.
Okay, just try the upside down then.
I'll try the upside down, see what happens. All right. But that's good, though, because, groceries, obviously, next to housing, it could be maybe the most expensive or biggest expense in our households.
Oh, yeah, that's what I feel like I spend a lot of money on is groceries.
It wouldn't be out of the question to say that the active families, could spend, I don't know, what they could spend $600 to $1,000 a month. I really don't know because I don't add that up. So,
I know.
Yeah. But
I'm afraid if I added mine up like I should, I would be like,
but I mean, if you could save 10 or 20% on that bill and use that money for something else, a vacation, something for the family, a home improvement, whatever the case might be, that's great.
Exactly.
Go generic.
I listen to every morning on my way to work because, you never know what the day is going to hold. It's a great way to start my day and great way to kick it off.
Hey, something that Sarah and I are thankful for, having good partners of our podcast. Local companies that we can tell you more about and feel confident that you're going to be treated well. And when I think about home improvements, the only one I can think of that makes a major improvement on the inside of your home and the outside of your home, new windows. And so it's a biggie, and we're pleased to tell you about our friends at Universal Windows Direct.
Well, it is cold outside. You know this, right? So if you feel those cold drafts sneaking in your house now, you've felt it, but now you really felt it. Now is the time to give them a call. They're doing buy 4 windows, get 4 free. That's one of the biggest offers they've ever done with 0% financing for 60 months. And you can spread your payments over 5 years, same as cash, without a penny of interest. That's pretty amazing. And then what they're doing, it gets even better, $1,000 off your entire project right now. So that's pretty good. And a little something to look forward to, a vacation voucher through Destination Motivation with every purchase. So there's a lot of deals going on.
Yeah, they do. They understand. They understand it's a big decision. They want the opportunity to earn your business, and that's fantastic. 5 years. Why don't you contact them, have them out, get the quote and estimate. The website, universalwindowsdirect.com, and you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Thank you so much for listening today. We would love for you to learn more about the Travel Club. Have you heard about our Travel Club? A couple times a year, we go on amazing trips with all of our listeners, and we have one going off to Chicago and Mall of America, and just a great trip that's happening in April. So we'd love for you to join us on that. All of the details are on startyourdaypositive.com, and we have 3 spots left for our Paris-London trip happening this summer, which I can't wait. I feel like there's such a buzz around Paris and London now. There's so many TV shows with Paris in them. Someone else just sent me a show that takes place in Paris lately. So I'm like, I'm so excited watching all this stuff. So it would be great for you to join us, startyourdaypositive.com.
Well, looking forward to traveling with many of our old friends and making new friends too. Hit our website, get that information. Well, as we go through this Tuesday with cold winds and blowing snow, at least here in Northeast Ohio, we're just reminded of how big and creative and powerful God is. And so That is just a part of our blessing or prayer. Even when the weather feels wild, there is beauty in it, and there's a sense of awe that stops us in our tracks. We want to slow down enough to notice that and to trust you, Lord, for whatever today brings. Thank you for being present in the calm and in the storm. What a great reminder. In Jesus' name, amen.